Yo guys, what's going on? Skynet here, and we are back with another Dokkan vid. And today I wanted to finally beat the time limit mission on the whole Majibu Red Zone. So for those who aren't familiar, right, just as a quick kind of note here before we get into the fight. So the Majibu Red Zone, right, there are two stages. On the second stage, one of the challenges is to beat it with a full team of time limit characters, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do, right? But as you can see, based on the team I have, and this is actually, I did not clear this was just me changing it beforehand. But as far as the teams are concerned, you see here I have the Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the new Golden Week celebration kind of summons here. The Tech Easy, Super Easy A for Gotenks there, into Gotenks with his Easy A. And then I got some other units, right, like the 8th year worldwide celebration Vegito Blue, the actually 5th year anniversary of Vegito Blue, but he got his Easy A during the 8th year anniversary. And then we have Bootanks as well, who for Global, you guys just got his Easy A, but JP we've had him for a while now, or at least a couple months now, right, so that's just the team I got here. But I do want to say, right, as far as my time limit kind of team is concerned, it is not great, right? So just to kind of show you guys the options I have here, if I just remove Vegeta for a sec, I do have Gogeta. That's one of the main leads, if not the only lead actually for time limit. But he's not really that great without an Easy A for him yet. So until that happens, he's not going to be great. The 7th year anniversary units, they could probably get a bit exposed here, so I don't want to take them. Vegeta is not that great. Gogeta I could take, but realistically, if I'm going to take here the 8th year worldwide celebration Vegito here, then I gotta take one future unit just to kind of allow him to maybe get his fusion going and get things like that happening. So I'll definitely want to take Vegito there. And then on the UR side, right, assuming, just forgetting about Super Saiyan 3 Goku, even though he's my lead, I do have some nice options, right? Like I do have Kefla. I do actually have to awaken quite a few of these units, as you see here, but Kefla, until Kefla gets her Easy A on JP, she's not going to be necessarily as great for me. Global, obviously you guys have the benefit of having her, so that's a huge boost for you guys. And then obviously there are some other options I could take, like the AGL Gogeta, but again, not really a lot of options in this category for me personally, but nevertheless, I'm not going to really kind of get too bogged down by it. Let's go ahead and get right into the fight here, and let's see if we can succeed, with this sort of team. So actually 650 for the HP, actually I didn't know what was going to be coming into this, but that's actually not too bad considering we kind of have like a mishmash of EWARs and LRs here. Obviously the thing about this team here, and actually I should have talked about this with the when I was in the team page earlier, but the thing is, with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku lead, he does lead Majibu Saga, Otherworld Warrior, and Accelerated Battle as his like main 3 categories, but the last 2 he does give extra 30% for Kamehameha and Time Limit actually, so Time Limit does kind of work there. Obviously this is a team that is mostly comprised of Majibu units, and then obviously the only other 2 exceptions being the Vegito Blues, who happen to fall into Accelerated Battle, thankfully, so shout out to the Dokkan gods and the Dokkan devs for that kind of save there. But in any case, that's what we're going to be doing, and I realized I actually went into the wrong fight here, so let me just back out here and go to the next one. Alright, for the sake of comedy, I'm going to leave that in, just because I feel like that was so stupid of a moment for me, but it was still pretty funny, I guess, in some ways, so it's kind of, I'll keep that in there, even though I should have paid attention to that, but I really did not notice. So, in any case, same thing, right? Again, mostly Majibu team, the 2 Vegitos, Accelerated Battle kind of works there, so the lead should be really nice, but this is definitely going to be a dangerous kind of situation for sure. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I'm not gonna lie, Goku, I need you to stay here. Because we got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku on the other side, which is my Goku actually. He'll be kind of like the other part of the rotation there with the second rotation. And right now the main goal for me obviously is to beat it with this team. But as far as like the sub goals within the kind of fight itself, one is obviously we gotta get Vegito Blue out. This AGL Vegito, like the blue duo, it cannot stay for long. We have to get Vegito Blue out as soon as humanly possible. And actually Vegito is going to be showing up in the third slot, or in the third turn. So keeping the blue duo in the first slot, obviously they have the defensive benefits. Hopefully they can dodge this to kind of show off that benefit. Nice. But also, right now they do start off with guard, so that's a nice bit little kind of thing there. Once we get, I think it's like into turn 5, then we won't see that. 10 mil from the friend Goku, which is insane. I wish my Goku could do that much damage, because Goku, for those who haven't had the chance to pull Goku, or you haven't seen how this Goku is, I will say he's a really great TUR, right? They typically do great TURs for Golden Week. But this Goku does feel like one where I wish I had dupes in him. Mine is only a 55%, and my links are not necessarily that great either, but, compared 55% to 100% for this unit specifically, it feels like Goku is just insanely better at 100%, and a lot of units are, of course. That's just, in fact, every unit is better at 100% compared to 55%. That's a given. But some units you feel like they need dupes more than others. I don't want to necessarily say that Goku needs dupes, but it's just insane how good he is in terms of visual, like how he looks once he gets dupes, right? So that's just really awesome there. Gotenks, I forgot that Gotenks actually is a great setup with Goku because he doesn't get all of his links, right? He only has like a couple, but because he only has a few of them, it actually sets me up in a really great way to consistently get his 11 key, which is where he does a lot of his damage and where he gets damage reduction and stuff like that, which he did not show a lot of damage reduction there, I'm not gonna lie. So that was that's the stuff is scary for sure. Okay, so Gotenks decides to tank that one really nicely. Okay, my Goku, obviously he's not gonna do too much damage. That's not ideal, but at the same time it's okay, because Goku, the thing about Goku is he's a great unit for these types of short fights. Obviously, you know, Buu is, I think, 2 stages. Actually, it's the evil Buu right here, and then it goes into Super Buu if my memory is right, which it should be, because I just fought this fight like maybe I beat this fight like a week ago, so I don't know why I'm blanking on this now. But obviously we're about to get into the next phase here, so that's actually a really interesting kind of shift here. Is Buu gonna take damage, or not Buu? It was Goku still taking his thing, right? Because I forgot Buu still has to do his supers. But next turn we still have the guard from Vegito, or the Blue Duo rather. We do have Tech Vegito coming in for the first time, so no Vegito Blue transformation for him. So honestly, we're moving through this kind of fast here, because I'm looking at the recording right now, and I know I botched like the intro kind of in terms of going into the wrong fight, which maybe took like maybe at most like a minute of my time, maybe a minute and a half. But at the same time, it's like this is going really fast. We're already in the second phase, but obviously this is the phase to beat. This is where all the hell kind of starts here. So, you know, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you'll probably see in a sec. But the thing about this boy is oh wow, actually I realize now that there is a serious problem for me, which is that I want Vegito to stay here, because the thing about the Blue Duo is they can fuse if we have a Future Saga ally on the team or a Future Saga enemy that we're facing after, like, I think it's like 5 to 7 turns. But, you know, I really kind of need the dodge here, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll let Blue Duo kind of stay in the front there. Gives them their dodge chance and all that stuff. Goku, go ahead and do your thing. Slot 2, you'll do more damage, and I guess, you know, the nice thing about Goku is he does still have his damage reduction, so that'll be nice. And then Vegito in the last slot, hopefully he can dodge like a maniac. That's kind of the thing about this time limit team, is that it is really like a dodge or die team throughout. And until we get, again, some easy A's and stuff like the Tech Gogeta, who leads this category, like once he gets his easy A, that's going to change things for sure. I could have brought, actually, now that I think about it, the AGL Gotenks, the Super Saiyan one from that same movie, because he did get his easy A as part of the whole special pose kind of renaissance that we got like half a month ago or so, like, you know, middle of April. But in terms of all the units I could have taken, he just did not really feel like he fit on this team. Because, yeah, he does kind of boost the category, he does serve as a support, but, you know, thinking about all the other units, right, all the other units serve a purpose, right? Even, you know, Tech Vegito, like Tech Vegito I would not take if I didn't feel obligated to take him because we have the Blue Duo, and the Blue Duo I wouldn't feel like I want to take otherwise. We see we're taking some serious damage here. There we go, yeah. Man, okay. That's the thing, right? Dodge or die. This is literally a dodge or die kind of system here. We do get one of the King Kai missions. I don't know what we did for that, but yeah, again, so time limit, we really gotta kind of get lucky there for sure. I think I was seeing, we actually don't want to take, I'd rather not take, whatchamacallit, the STR Super Vegeta. I really don't want to take him. I'd rather take a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which turns out there's only one left. I really need to update my friends list here, probably get some new friends in the group here. But yeah, I really don't want to take Vegito there. Actually, the Vegito should be fine, but I forget, because Vegito should work for Battle of Wits. So while I'm doing this, actually, let me go ahead and double check that, because, you know, if we can take Vegito, that will be a huge boost for me. That will be a bit of a cheat, I guess, because technically, like Vegito is not a part of time limit himself, which is weird, because I guess I don't know why they didn't retcon that and just add all the time limit stuff to the Super Vegetos, but I guess because at the point in the story they're like, oh, this fusion is permanent, so these units don't get time limit, but the Vegito Blues they do. So that's just kind of the situation as it unfolds, I guess. So let me see here as I'm talking right now. Let me see if I can look up the time limit mission here, and hopefully, if I'm not wrong, then we can use an ulterior kind of not an ulterior, but an alternative leader. If we can use like Super Vegito or like any sort of unit, as we're actually reaching really low HP right now, if we can get, yeah, so clear stage 2 with 6 time limit category members, and no friends count on that sort of stuff. So friends do not count, meaning I should be able to just take a Vegito, or not Vegito Blue, but a Super Vegito lead for the next run, if and when we probably die here, because we're already off to a bad start. And I doubt it's going to get any better, right? I mean, I could use items. That's what I will say, is the items are there. I do have Whis, but I don't want to use Whis, you know? Like, I don't believe in, you know, I believe that I should use items to win fights. That's for sure. Because really, at the end of the day, who you're trying to prove your kind of powerhouse abilities towards, like, who are you trying to show off to, you know? At the end of the day, it's all about beating the events and stuff. But at the same time, you know, if I can avoid using an item, I will, because, you know, that'd definitely be more kind of show worthy for you guys who are obviously, you know, watching the vid. But also, it just kind of serves as a chance for me to kind of save items for other, maybe more daunting fights. Because I know Super Boo has whooped my ass, like, repeatedly. He just keeps doing AoEs, he keeps doing insane damage on the one unit I need to dodge. So he's definitely been a bane for my existence. But at the same time, you know, I really don't think it's like the worst red zone stage imaginable. I still feel like the Supreme Battle Spectacle stages are a bit more challenging. I still feel like, you know, the whole red zone movie boss rush can still be a bit more difficult. It's not really even that's not necessarily that difficult, but it's just the fact that you're constantly kind of going back and forth with bosses. Eventually they do crazy damage. So I really don't think this is that difficult. I just understand the fact that Super Boo he tends to be a pain in the ass, because he just decides it'll be hilarious if he he thinks it'll be funny if he just supers me every single turn and does AoE supers, and I personally don't get the joke, but he thinks it's funny, so there you go. And actually, I should have avoided the heal. Actually, really, doesn't matter. It does matter, because I want Vegito to fuse, or I want the blue duo to fuse into Vegito Blue. But at the same time, really, it doesn't matter from the standpoint that, like, really, we're gonna take damage in a sec anyways. So, yeah, I really should be fine. I'm trying to, like, think in my head, like, what's the best kind of course of action to get Vegito Blue to come out and to get this team, like, at its max possible potential. But really, we just kind of have to go through it. We just have to kind of just go full guns blazing and just see what we can do here. Vegito, though, he's probably gonna take some damage. Yeah, see, so we took some damage there. That's actually not bad, actually, considering the fact that not next turn, but the turn after, we should get the Vegito Blue to pop up. Especially because now this time we do have Vegito on the same kind of slot with the Vegito Blue or the Blue Duo. That should kind of enable us to activate the active skill, either in terms of that, or in terms of just us being below the HP condition, assuming we can survive the next slot, next turn, whatever. And actually, this works out maybe perfectly, because... okay, this actually might work out, because Gotenks is just transformed. Gotenks, do I want to leave you in the... I mean, realistically, the bigger goal would be to get the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to kind of get himself rolling here, because obviously that will kind of change things. What's our defense looking like on the last boy there? 270. Yeah, I'm just going to let you just not really heal up for us, you know. I don't really think we need it. Ooh. Okay, I may have spoken too soon. Gotenks definitely took some damage there, but there we go. Okay, we got the kill. We're fine. Yeah, perfect. All right, so now, first off, we got Vegito Blue. That's huge, right? Because Vegito Blue, first turn, he is a guaranteed dodge. Like, just every single attack going his way is going to be dodged. So that's huge. Bootanks, I think we might get his active to go into Buhan. No, we did not. Okay. Oh, okay, so I think Bootanks healed us. Okay, that was actually really huge. Let me go ahead and get the Vegito Blue kind of fusion there. And then let me go ahead and get Bootanks here. Or not Bootanks, sorry, Buhan. Let me get Vegito Blue and then Buhan. And then, why are we not... Oh, you know what? I threw. Because I could have had the active skill first. And what am I doing? Why am I putting... I'm actually, like, throwing here, because... Not only did I forget that I should have done the active skill beforehand because we were below like a certain HP condition, but also, for some reason, I just put Buhan in the first slot when I could have easily put Vegito Blue in the first slot and let him kind of do his thing, let him cook. He would be able to do damage reduction and dodge and all that stuff. I really kind of made some misplays here. But alright, so Buhan, do your thing. If you can do some insane damage, that would be awesome. But that does not seem to be the case, okay? Unfortunately, you know, because this is a short fight, you know, Bootanks, he's not given a chance to raise his attack a lot. He's not given a chance to kind of boost himself with his supers before he kind of transforms into Buhan. And then Buhan, he is boosting himself, but at the same time, you know, without those boosts beforehand, it's not the same. And unfortunately, he is going to super us. Please dodge that. Nice. Vegito Blue, can you tank? Nope. I freaking threw. Okay. That one's on me. That one's on me, guys. Okay, I'm gonna do one more fight, because here's the thing. I do have 6 fights like I could do, and this is like the 3rd of them. But at the same time, I really don't want to, I guess, yeah, they want me to use Goku. I really don't want to, like, use 6 fights here and prolong this video for, like, hours on end kind of thing, right? Already, like, let me see if, like, the recording, right now I'm at 16 minutes on the recording. Let me just say that I'll probably maybe cut some stuff in just to make it look a bit smoother. Like the kind of transition from the first stage into the proper stage for the kind of challenge here. But, oh man, we have Vegito on the 3rd slot here. Okay, we can make this work. Vegito on the 3rd slot, we can make this work. But to do so, I'm going to start throwing here. And you might be saying, like, what the hell am I doing? And you are absolutely right to be concerned as to what is going on in my head. But my thinking is that we should be able to hopefully kind of set ourselves up where it's the same thing like the last run, where we get low enough HP, where we're able to kind of do enough damage to kill Boo on the 4th turn or the 5th turn or whatever, and then from there we can kind of allow ourselves to start off with Vegito Blue, start with the units that we need to have in our corner, right? I think last go around it's definitely one of the biggest throws I've had so far, but that's definitely one of my bigger throws, because the thing about Vegito, right, for those who don't know, once he, like, fuses, if you do his active, he's a guaranteed dodge unit for the turn he activates the active as well, right? So I could have had basically 2 guaranteed dodges, plus Buhan dodging what he did. We would have been fine, and I chose not to do it, and I basically put Vegito Blue in danger, because he doesn't get any dodge in the 2nd slot. He has no damage reduction. He just completely gets exposed without doing any super attacks. So I definitely made some errors in judgment. But okay, we just have to move on, I guess. We'll just kind of we'll see if we can recreate the magic here, I guess. Obviously, Friendku is gonna be the guy here. I don't know why I'm calling him Friendku. He's just Goku is fine, but he's gonna be doing some work. Obviously, I should have maybe kept him in the 3rd slot, really, because he's able to do more damage and he can kind of cook that way. But he's actually doing insane amounts of work right now, and he is tanking that, to be fair, which is definitely much appreciated. He's gonna tank the super, right? He should, because Goku starts off with like 90. Yeah, he starts off with 90% damage reduction, and I think this turn is when he gets 90% damage reduction to start. But we should be fine. Yeah, 7 mil actually from my Goku, so that's actually not too bad. I actually am a bit impressed with how high his damage is, considering he's like a no dupe having unit right now for me. But still, you know, 7 mil there, 7.6. I think we might get the other super, which means we're going to be doing 8 mil. Yeah, nice, 8 mil. So that's insanely good damage, and really, really, really much appreciated, because we really needed to have 4 supers. Actually, nice. Okay, so my Goku's going crazy right now, but we definitely need all these supers. We need all the damage, because next turn is going to be the kind of penultimate turn, I guess. Is it the penultimate turn? I don't think that's the right word, but it's going to be the turn right before we kind of have to be careful with how we play this turn, basically. So, you know, go ahead and I will leave. Okay. My expectation is that this is the same thing like the last run, right, where we kind of want to get the healing this time, just because once Vegito takes that hit, it's going to hurt. And that's probably what's going to happen, so I do want to kind of heal beforehand. Okay, nice. And then unfortunately, I think I forget where Bootanks was. I think Bootanks was on turn 1, so Bootanks we're going to see in the next turn. That's going to be unfortunate, because I would rather keep him with Vegito Blues and stuff, kind of have that same kind of run as we did last time, but we just kind of have to adapt, I guess. Vegito, though, doing some damage and raising his attack, if I remember correctly, with his supers, which is going to be nice once we get into Vegito Blue. Although, the bigger thing, obviously, is him just existing to get the blue duo to fuse, and him just dodging. He actually did not take that much damage, which is a bit disappointing in some ways, because I was hoping he would kind of okay, Gotenks, stop. Okay, Gotenks did the job for me. Gotenks took care of it for me. He really told me he got me and just decided to get his ass beat. Alright, appreciate it, Gotenks. Oh my god, okay. That was definitely not what I expected, in case anyone was thinking like, oh man, you knew that was going to happen. No, I did not. I did not think Gotenks was going to be the one to come up with his ass beat. But I'll tell you what right now, if I lose this fight, because this is going to be the last fight for this vid, right? If I lose this, you'll know, because I'll just basically have an image of Goku with his, eye, if you guys have seen the anime, and we get the Vegeta Blue Fusion right now, if you guys remember from the anime, when Gotenks went to fight Boo, he came back with his ass beat, just he had a whole eye, just puffed up and everything, and he was just beat to hell. So, if I lose this, which I'm probably going to lose this, you're going to see that, and you'll know what happened from that. You'll know this is where the idea came to mind, is Gotenks just decided it's time for him to, his time has come, he's got to move on to the afterlife kind of thing. Okay, Goku, do your thing, and then okay, we should be able to survive this time. Vegito doing his thing, 7 mil actually, which is not too shabby for Vegito, especially because he is going to do some additional supers, so we'll be kind of cooking there. And then Super Saiyan 3 Goku should have plenty of damage reduction, because he is losing damage reduction after his intro, right? He starts off with 90%, and I believe he loses 15% each time, or each turn that passes, but he is gaining a damage reduction based on how many supers he does, so that kind of offsets, I guess, that sort of issue. Will we survive this? Please dodge, because I don't know if you can tank this. Oh my god, we did not make it. Okay, we did not make it, unfortunately. I was hoping we would. I could run through it, but again, I don't want to really make the video too long. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below, and subscribe as well, so you can see more videos like this in the future, and comment down below, because I love to hear from you guys, and respond to you guys, and talk to you guys, so do all that sort of stuff. And thank you guys so much again for watching the video, and I will see you all in the next one.